Hello, I wanted to do this video for a while. It's been in my mind to do this. So I'm going to show you the supplements that I take in addition to Bright Line eating. I've always been one to take a daily vitamin at least, and since I started getting into working out in my 20s a little bit more seriously, I got into like protein powder and other types of supplements for getting lean muscle mass and dropping fat and those kind of things. Nothing extreme. I mean, for a while I did take creatine, but that's not really detrimental to your body, at least to take it short term, which is what I did. But I am not taking that now, and I'm taking a lot of other supplements, so I thought I would just run through. Obviously, when you're Bright Line eating, you're eating a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables and healthy foods that should supply all of your nutrient and mineral needs. However, our food supply has been compromised in the last, 40 or 50 years from agricultural methods and kind of depleted soils. So you have to kind of keep that in mind. And I am not one also to eat a lot of fish. So that's why I take some of these supplements, and just to feel better. So I want to be able to live at my optimal level, and gradually, I think I'll be able to subtract some things, and I've subtracted and I've added, but none of this is necessary. It's just makes me feel good sometimes. So I'll just get started. First thing in the day, about I would say an hour or two. I'm trying to wait longer now with my coffee. After I wake up, I will make my coffee. And the reason I wait a little bit longer now is because your body produces cortisol naturally, and the level is up when you wake up naturally. So you don't really need coffee to stimulate more, cortisol or more. You should have some natural energy when you wake up, and allow your cortisol levels to start when they're declining after you've woken up. They're kind of peaking at that moment. If you have if you have healthy cortisol levels, that's what they're supposed to do. So I'm trying to delay my coffee so that I work with my natural cortisol peak in the morning, and when it's starting to drop, then I can introduce that coffee at about 9:30. I've already showed this. I put collagen peptides in my coffee every day. I use about a scoop and a half or a scoop and a fourth. I started taking this for bone and for joint health, really, and for hair growth. My hair was falling out pretty bad with Bright Line eating when I started to lose weight. So I was concerned about the hair issue, and I had heard other people on YouTube talking about collagen. And I take this brand, which I get on Amazon on a subscribe and save. A lot of people use the other brand. I can't remember what it's called right now, but this is Sports Research, and it's a little cheaper, and I think it's just the same thing. So that's why I take the collagen. And then I have been adding maca powder. Sorry, the lighting's really bad in here. Maca powder that I get at Trader Joe's. It's like $4.99 for a half-pound bag. You just need a teaspoon. You can do even less if you want. It doesn't really dissolve, so you have to, if you put it in your coffee or something else, you want to stir it up, every once in a while before you drink it, because otherwise it will settle to the bottom. But this is, I believe, let's see, it's from Peru, maca root. It's, I think it's an adaptogen. Now, I could be wrong, but this is kind of for vitality, and it does help with conceiving. It's supposed to help with conceiving a baby. I'm not trying to do that, but I've heard that. So if you were interested in that, you might want to look into maca powder. And then I also have started to put cacao powder in my coffee too in the morning, for taste, and also kind of for health benefits. Cacao, well, this isn't raw cacao, but cacao powder is definitely not harmful to your health and has very little calories. I mean, 1 tablespoon has 20 calories, and I do about a teaspoon in my coffee. So that just kind of gives it a little bit more of a mocha taste if you want that in your coffee. And it doesn't hurt, so it's just something to kind of liven up my coffee. All right, so now into the other vitamins, and I'll talk about the one that I take because I work out and I lift weights. I do that about 3 times a week, sometimes 4, but usually 3. And usually on the days I'm working out, I take this, I drink this during the workout or a little bit before, a little bit after. It's BCAAs. So these are amino acids, branched chain aminos, and it's for muscle recovery and muscle protein synthesis. It helps you retain lean muscle. So it's just a scoop. This is also something that I've purchased on Amazon, and the price is going up, unfortunately, but it's around $20 for a 30 scoop serving. So I don't take it every day necessarily, but you could take it on your off days when you're not working out too. So it just helps you retain muscle instead of like, let's say you're eating a low calorie nutrition plan, like you're eating low calories. Well, you could add this in and you could possibly retain more muscle mass rather than having it catabolized. I can't remember the word. Eaten up by your body when your body needs more calories, because your body will take muscle protein away too, as well as fat and sugar and whatever it needs. Your body will take what it needs. Okay, so I'm going to find the other things. I seem to have dropped something. I'm going to go back for that, but this is something that's controversial, I suppose, for bright line eating also, as well. It's gummies, hair, skin, and nail gummies. I take these for my hair, and skin and nails too, but mostly for my hair. And I do feel like it helps. So these are just gummies I take. I get them at Costco. It's no big deal. They don't trigger me to eat more or anything like that. Now, probiotics, something that I have been taking for about 5 years, I would say. I was taking a liquid and giving that to my son too, because it was easy to take and it tasted good. But I went to a health food store and asked, like, what's a good probiotic, because I wasn't even sure if it was good, the one we were taking, if it was effective, you know, really effective. And she recommended this one. It's the Rainbow Light, oh gosh, I can't see it, Probiotic Gummies. Again, another gummy, but you just need 1 for a child 4 to 12 and 2 for an adult. And of course they taste good, but it's not like candy or anything. So these are good because they have prebiotics and probiotics in them. So it's a very easy method to take it. You don't have to store it in the fridge. It's shelf stable. You don't have to even store it in the fridge. So it's great to travel with. So for convenience and ease, these are about $18 for 50 gummies. So you can do the math on that, but I feel it's worth it. And it doesn't hurt to change out your probiotics every once in a while and start taking a different kind. My husband found some online that he's going to start trying to take for his gut health, so we'll see how those work. Okay, so I've talked about kombucha. This is actually not the brand kombucha. This is my homemade kombucha in this bottle because I just reuse the bottles. Something I've been making for about a month or 2 now, and you've probably seen it if you watch any of my videos. So kombucha has probiotics as well, and I do drink either half or maybe sometimes a whole jar of this because it's my own, and I don't add any sugar. I mean, when you brew it, you do put sugar, but the SCOBY, the organism pretty much eats the sugar, so I don't add any sugar or juice at the end. So I don't feel that it doesn't taste sweet at all. It tastes actually pretty vinegary when it's done, and that's your preference too. You can let it go longer and it'll, you know, like brew longer and it'll get more vinegary, or stop it a little bit earlier and then bottle it and it will be not quite as tart. But I don't mind tart. So kombucha is something that I drink every day. It feels good in my, you know, my digestion. I just feel like it helps things move along, and I don't have problems that way anyway, but just feels like it keeps you clean inside and balanced, and it's also kind of uplifting in a way. Like, I mean, it is made out of tea, but I also don't think that the caffeine is still really present or active by the time the kombucha is done brewing. So So I can't speak to that, the caffeine level, but it doesn't seem to affect me, and I'm pretty caffeine sensitive. It just gives you like a natural low level, you know, energy lift. So let me go get that thing I dropped. Okay, so here are a couple of adaptogens that I've been taking for a few months. The Rhodiola is new to me, and the ashwagandha I've been taking for several months. I would say over the winter I took this. Yeah, actually it's been almost a year since I've started taking this off and on. I'll stop for a while and then start again, but ashwagandha helps for my thyroid and stabilizes energy again, you know. I would say that this is good for, it says it's a vitality tonic. I would say that this is good if you have a racing mind, but you feel tired at the same time. Ashwagandha is good for that. And yeah, I don't think these are safe for like nursing or pregnant mothers, so just be careful with that. And it says diabetic too. So not everyone should take these. And Rhodiola is good if you have like a tired body and brain. So Rhodiola gives you lots of energy. It just says it helps increase energy, physical endurance, and vitality. And that's true. This, it's not like speed or anything, but this, if I take this within 45 minutes or an hour, I just find I have a lot more energy to do things and accomplish things, and you know, mental and physical energy. Whereas this is kind of like a chill pill for your brain, but your body still feels good with ashwagandha. That's how I would describe it, and that's how it affects me. Everyone, I think, will be affected differently by adaptogenics because that's the nature of the product. You know, it will adapt to what your body needs. Supposedly, you know, I don't know that much about it, but that's what I'm told. Okay, so fish oil. This is probably not the best quality, but I take fish oil every day. Like I said, I don't eat a lot of fish. I try to eat some salmon and tuna, and I mean, not a lot of canned tuna, but my family doesn't really like it that much. It kind of smells when you cook it in the house. So we're guilty of not probably eating enough fish, and we should up that, but that's why I take fish oil, because it has the omega-3s that you need to keep. You need to keep those in the proper balance with omega-6s, which you get a lot of if you eat the standard American diet, which has processed foods and oils in it, which you're not doing in Bright Line eating anyway, so you should be okay without any of the following things that I'm going to show you, but if you want to keep watching, you can. So another one I take is evening primrose oil, and this is just a Target brand, cheap one. That I feel helps with my cycle and PMS symptoms, things like that. Vitamin D, take that every day. Maybe in the summer I will back off if I know I'm going to be outside for a while, but in the winter I was actually taking 10,000 IU, which is 2 of these pills, and I'm now down to just 5,000 IU, but vitamin D, and I should get some K2. I'm told that you need that to process the vitamin D in your body, otherwise it could build up and calcify. So I need to get some K2 as well. So like I said, sometimes you add, sometimes you subtract. CoQ10, Trader Joe's brand, I don't know if it's any good, but see, most of these are really cheap, so it's kind of like, well, if they're not doing anything, then I'm not throwing away too much money, you know, they're very inexpensive. So I feel like trying them for a while is worth it. This is CoQ10. You know, it's in a lot of actual skincare items, so I kind of figured if I don't want to spend the money on the skincare, I can just buy this pills for like $5 or $4, whatever it was at Trader Joe's, and take it internally. I know it's good for heart health anyway. Excuse me, I have to get a drink of water. So I don't think, again, something that I don't think would hurt versus it may or may not help, but it's not hurting. Turmeric and curcumin. Turmeric is good for inflammation, so that's why I take this, because I have had problems with my knees in the past. They're way better now. I kind of brought that on myself with the type of exercise I did, and I think eating gluten is bad for me, so I've since, been a year gluten-free now, and knees are better. It just depends if I jump around a lot in my workouts and do, like jump squats, jump lunges, things that are kind of pounding a lot. They can flare up, like one of them especially, but it's gotten a lot better. So I think turmeric is good to have. And then I have a calcium, magnesium, and zinc supplement here, and magnesium is the main thing I'm concerned there. I think I have pretty good bone density. My mom has always been way up in the levels of bone density, so I don't think I'll have a problem with that in the future, growing old, but magnesium is important to take. So that's what I'm getting out of that. And zinc. I think zinc helps keep you healthy. I think zinc is also good for eyes. I'm not sure, but all right, this is one. These are a couple that I get from my husband's, the company that he's involved with, Melaleuca. So this one's a multivitamin. These are pretty high quality vitamins. And this one is a joint supplement. So this has in it glucosamine, ginger, root extract, green tea, leaf extract, and enzymes, bromelain, and papain. So that's for joint health. I don't take like the full recommended dosage. It's 3 pills a day, so I just take 1 or 2. So again, for my knees. And like I said, the multivitamin, and then I've got I've just got some L-lysine, which is for skin and tissue health as well, which is an amino acid. Obviously, there are things you don't need to take. I would say vitamin D, especially if you live in northern areas of the United States or the world, whatever. Vitamin D, a probiotic, magnesium. Oh, and the thing I don't have, which I think I ran out of, which I need to buy, is B1 and a B complex, like a vitamin B complex. I ran out and I forgot to put that on my grocery list to buy. Again, I just buy like cheap whatever store I'm in. But B vitamins are also beneficial. So yeah, I guess that's all, and I'll just end the video here, and that's what I take. I hope your right line eating journey is going well, and just keep up with the plan. Keep eating the healthy foods, the raw vegetables, cooked vegetables, your healthy fruits. If you can, look up the Dirty Dozen and the Clean 15 and kind of try to shop by that. I have a little thing I printed off, and by now I've kind of memorized the things that you can buy that don't need to be organic and the things you should buy organic, like berries and apples and things like that. You should try to buy organic if you can. But those are some other things that I do in addition to the vitamins, is try to buy organic when I can. And so again, I hope you have a great day or night, and thanks for joining me again. Bye.